So, one of the most common questions in related to playing high on the trumpet is, how do you do it? How do you become one of the most how do you become a screamer like Maynard Ferguson, Wayne Bergeron? How do you just get the confidence to absolutely nail those high notes like it's just a walk in the park for you, like it's just your average Tuesday afternoon, on the bright sunny day in April? How do you do it? Well, once you get when you learn it the correct way, it's not that hard. So, to start with, let me just... All right, so to start with, it's supporting from your diaphragm rather than from right here and right here. And what I mean when I say right here is supporting with this rather than actually using air support correctly. So when I say using this, I'll give you a demonstration of what happens when you jam the horn into your face with the pinky ring. So, normal, just... Now, jamming the horn with it. It's just complete air. And that's what happens when you jam the horn into your face with the pinky ring. Now, there's going to be some pressure applied with that because, sorry, I didn't misspit, but you're going to apply a little bit of pressure with this when playing high, but that should not be where you gain your support from. This jamming the horn into your face with the pinky ring is how, one, you airball notes, two, how you just sound absolutely terrible, and three, how you potentially just injure your face. The correct way to do it is supporting from your diaphragm. This muscle right here, or the one that goes like that muscle. One thing that I've recently learned about is called the circle of air, and this kind of goes into supporting from the diaphragm. And I'm like taking a deep breath and going like, think of it as one continuous loop of air. So like just, and just keeping it relaxed instead of going like, or going like, stopping the air before you let it go. Because if you stop the air before you go, so I'll just do the circle of air thing the correct way, is just the, and then I'll do the incorrect way. So, just nice clear entrance. It sounds pretty, nothing better than that. Now, I'll do it the incorrect way. Eventually it's correct, but as you certainly noticed, you hear that little frack and then the correct note. And this applies to playing high as well, because if you say you have to come in on right on a high F, then I did it correctly, but I just missed the note. And sometimes that happens when you're playing high. Sometimes you just come in on the wrong note and you just have to fix it and forget about it. But my point still stands. You have to keep the air continuously moving in just, instead of stopping the air and having to start it again, especially if you're coming in on a really high note. Because if you breathe in and then stop the air, then you're going to have to restart it again, and then that just means you completely, either A, miss your entrance, or B, miss the note like I did earlier. And sometimes that happens when you're doing it the correct way. Sometimes it happens in the upper register. But that's beside the point. Well, not really. And another way that I learned about playing, or how I somewhat learned how to play high, is through doing lip slurs, or starting them out quietly and then slowly moving forward. So my 8th grade year was when I started to push my range to the ungodly limits, as I so affectionately refer to it as. At the time, my range topped out at a G just above the staff, and to push my range, I would go up to the next partial. So in this case, the B flat on open. So I would do something similar to. Except I would do them quietly. I wouldn't do it like forte what I just did. So I would go like, or like, or with the next partial N added in C, I'll go like. And doing them quietly, it helps train the muscles in your lips to be able to move the air that fast comfortably first. Because once this goes back again to pushing the horn into your face. If you push the horn into your face, and that technically does speed the air up, but at the same time, it also it's not coming naturally from your lips, and that's what I mean when I say you could be potentially damaging your lips if you're going like gosh, that hurt. Ow. Lost my train of thought. With that type of pressure going into your face, especially when you're playing high, it causes physical pain, and it can honestly rip trunks. It can also be contributing factors in splitting your lips open. And a guy who was a few years older than me who graduated, he did that exact thing to play higher. He would jam the horn into his face. And one time, he ripped a cold sore off of his lip because of how much pressure he was using, and that got stuck to his mouthpiece. So, don't want to do that, obviously. And staying relaxed is another way, is that doing the lip slurs quietly helps you to stay relaxed while playing high and learn to really just sing them out first. And then eventually, once you're comfortable with going up to, say, high C, then you push it up another or partial to high D and E and so on. And then eventually up to G, double G, and double C. The screamer range, as some people refer to it. And so, and going back to the circle of air thing, with that, that goes into supporting from right here and not from right here as well. Going back to that, just thinking, just breathe, nice relaxed deep breath, almost like a yawn, and like, or just a nice relaxed deep breath, and then you can sing those high notes out with ease, like just come in right on a high C like it's nothing. Hi, dog. And yeah, let's see here. Anything that I haven't addressed? Once again, really staying relaxed is one of the big keys to playing high, because I'll try to play high as tense as possible here, like I'm trying to play tense, and as I'm assuming you can hear, like, the tone when you're playing tense and not relaxed, it gets really shrill and piercing. And that can also come from, once again, when you're just going like that. Once again, no bueno, not good. Don't do it. Make sure to stay relaxed. Roll your shoulders back if you have to, and go like. Just like that. Yeah. Supporting from your core. And another example of is compression rather than, like, finesse rather than power, or compressing the air. And I don't really know how to describe this, but I'll give you an example of it. So I'll play a low C here. Like, as you can see, kind of like, you have some ab tension there, but it's not really much. Now, like, you can still pinch the fat of my skin, or like, you can still pinch up skin. Now, middle C, can't really pinch up any skin or anything like that. Now, high C, it's harder. Like, it's like I actually have abs. It's like I have a six-pack. Like, and compressing the air, thinking of the circle there, just staying relaxed, and also practicing lip slurs quietly, and then progressively getting louder and pushing your range, along with not jamming the horn into your face. Those things are how you can play higher easier. Also, practicing. Novel concept for some people, but practice is how you can fully get those things down. And I think I've hit all the points I wanted to make. So thank you for watching. Dropping a subscribe would be very much appreciated. I'm really trying to grow my channel. Oh, and if you stayed all these past 12 minutes, I really appreciate it. And if you would check out some of my other content, that would be great. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Thank you for watching. Please drop a subscribe.